Here's Alex Thompson. He writes for Axios. He's one of the few reporters who tried to cover the Biden mental acuity decline story. And he's got a book coming out with Jake Tapper in which they say they're going to lay bare the cover-up. And Alex Thompson is under pressure because clearly part of the cover-up involved not just Team Biden, but the media. And at the Correspondents' Dinner on Saturday, where he won an award, Alex Thompson, watch the reaction he gets when he says, yes, there was a cover-up, but also the press's role in the cover-up has caused us to lose credibility with the American people. Here's Alex Thompson.
The White House Correspondents Association is as necessary as ever. President Biden's decline and its cover-up by the people around him is a reminder that every White House, regardless of party, is capable of deception. But being truth tellers also means telling the truth about ourselves. We, myself included, missed a lot of this story, and some people trust us less because of it. We bear some responsibility.
Come on, people. Come on.
The media
Come on, people. Come on, people. There you go. Smattering. We call that smattering. 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 Smattering.
I say this because acknowledging errors builds trust, and being defensive about them further erodes it. We should have done better.
So here's the thing about Alex Thompson's comments that I just want to make clear. If you the clip you played, he said, we missed this. I missed fly catches. I missed buses. I've missed a train. They didn't miss it. They ignored it. And for people who spend their lives figuring out what the right word to use is to describe something, think about what he said. We missed this story. They didn't miss it. They covered it up. They ignored it. And
Totally
that shouldn't
agree.
be forgotten.
Totally
and that's
agree.
the funny thing about this is that the tepid applause afterwards, because they most of them don't agree because they actually intentionally didn't make a big deal of the story. And that's why when you actually play the clip and hear the lack of applause from his colleagues, it's because they don't agree with him. This was part of their strategy, is to let this go.
And look, I like the guy, and I admire what he did, because he did as much as almost anyone,
Right.
almost anyone. But to say, as you said, we missed it. No, he should say he should have gone further than he did. If he really wants to be a truth teller. Now, again, I'm super curious to see what's in the book and whether the book holds the press accountable. They allowed themselves to be intimidated, and make no mistake, their motive was to try to keep Trump from winning. That was their motive.
I agree with that. I will say this. Of all of the reporters who did nothing, he did the least. I mean, like, Alex Thompson actually reported on it.
No, he did the most. He did the most.
Right, yeah, the most, yes. But for him to give a shout out to Jake Tapper, who was a leader in the cover up, is a bit ridiculous. Like, look, these guys are going to profit handsomely off of this, and everyone's going to buy the book. But the bottom line is they sat around, they were complicit with it. And by the way, for some of these people, they were complicit in promoting some of the other hoaxes on President Trump during the 4 years prior. So the dinner, to me, I have a feeling that this year's dinner, and I'll get off my soapbox when I say this, I think this may be the real end of the White House Correspondents' Dinner as we know it. It'll still go on, I'm sure. But like, read that quote in the New York Times that came out. Normally people like scramble to get tickets. They're asking, calling in favors. There is a quote in the New York Times from one publication that said that they reached out to dozens of people to join them at the dinner, and every one of them said no. The dinner is jumped the shark. It isn't what it is anymore. There was great events this weekend. Substack put out a great event. Bannon put on a great event. I mean, there's alternatives now that there never have been. There are great opportunities for content creators to be able to go out and enjoy a weekend with each other without feeling like you were bought into that ridiculous organization.
Hey, want to be part of the two-way community all the time? Hit the subscribe button. Great video clips like this, plus conversations like no other, full episodes and more, always available on this channel. You got to hit subscribe to never miss a thing.